You know, for decades, Hollywood's been the undisputed king of storytelling. But what if that whole kingdom is, well, broken? Today, we're going to dig into a pretty radical new idea called IndieKin that asks one massive question. Can crypto actually fix Hollywood?
Okay, so this quote, it really gets to the heart of a broken system. In the world of movies and art, you're either making the stuff or you're consuming it. The thing is, for way too long, that relationship has been a completely one-way street, leaving the actual creators with very little power and, frankly, even less pay.
All right, here's the game plan for this explainer. First up, we're going to look at what's called the creator's dilemma. Then, we'll dive into the two broken systems that are failing them. After that, we'll see how IndieKin offers a third way, get into how it works, and even touch on how you can get involved. And finally, we'll tackle the big one. Is this the future of film?
So let's talk about the creator's dilemma. It has literally never been easier to make something and share it with the entire world. But for so many talented people, that's exactly where the dream grinds to a halt. The paradox is that even though the tools are in everyone's hands, actually making a living from your creativity has become almost impossible.
Okay, get ready for this number, because it says it all. A whopping 90%. That is the percentage of creators on a major platform, a platform designed to support them, who are earning less than minimum wage. The whole creator economy was supposed to be this huge revolution, but for most people, it's just another dead end.
And if you thought that was bad, it gets worse. Only 12%, just 12% of full-time creators make more than 50 grand a year. The system is basically a giant pyramid, right? The top 1% are raking it in, and everyone else is just left fighting for the scraps.
So what does this all mean? Well, it basically leaves filmmakers with two terrible choices. A dead end that's guarded by these giant gatekeepers, or a hamster wheel that just never, ever stops spinning.
So you've got two paths, right? On one side, there's the old-school studio system. Sure, they've got the money and the distribution, but it is all about gatekeepers. To get your foot in the door, you often have to sign away your intellectual property, your great idea, and take some really unfair deals. On the other side, you've got the creator economy. Access is open, but you're at the complete mercy of algorithms that can change on a whim and destroy your income overnight. It just leads to total burnout and a super unstable life. Neither system is working for most creators.
Okay, so if both systems are broken, what if there's a third way? This is where IndieKin comes in. It's a decentralized filmmaking ecosystem that's trying to completely rewrite the rulebook. It's built on the Pulsechain blockchain, and it's creating a new model for making movies, one that's all about community, connection, and what they call kinship.
At its heart, IndieKin's mission is actually pretty simple. Give the power back to independent filmmakers. It's a system that's designed to help them fund their projects, get their work out there, and connect directly with the people who love what they do. No gatekeepers, no algorithms, and no one to ask for permission.
Okay, so that all sounds great in theory, but how does it actually work? Let's pop the hood and take a look at the engine that's powering this new creative economy. And don't worry, we're going to keep it simple.
All right, first thing you need to know about are filmmaker tokens. Every single filmmaker in the system gets their own unique token. Now, the easiest way to think about this is like buying special merch from your favorite band. Except, instead of a t-shirt, this merch can unlock special perks and even give you a share of the money their films make. It's a way to directly invest in a creator you really believe in.
And then you have the main token for the whole ecosystem, which is called $IndieKin. So if those individual tokens are like supporting one artist, holding the $IndieKin token is like owning a piece of the entire film festival. It's basically an index of all the filmmakers on the platform. So by holding it, you get exposure to the success of the whole collective.
Now, this is where it gets really cool, because the beauty of the whole thing is how transparent it is. When a fan pays to stream a film, a smart contract on the blockchain automatically, and I mean automatically, splits the revenue. The filmmaker, their crew, their token holders, they all get paid instantly. And a piece of it goes right back into a community production fund, which creates this self-sustaining cycle to get new movies made.
Let's actually look at the numbers. Here's a simulation of how that revenue split works for, say, a $6 film rental. As you can see, the creators and their crew get the biggest slice of the pie. But a huge chunk also goes to the people holding their tokens, the holders of the main ecosystem token, and right back into that production fund. It's all out in the open, no black boxes, no Hollywood accounting.
So you might be thinking, this sounds cool, but is it some exclusive club? Nope, not at all. It's designed for pretty much everyone to participate. Let's talk about how you can join the kinship. Especially if you're maybe a little crypto curious but not a total expert, getting started is actually pretty straightforward. Step 1, you'll need a crypto wallet that works with the Pulse Chain network. Then step 2, you'll get some of that network's native token, which is called $PLS. And from there, step 3, you can just use a decentralized exchange to swap for either the main Indican token or a specific filmmaker's token you want to support.
And really, when we say it's for everyone, we mean it. The ecosystem has a spot for independent filmmakers, obviously, but also for DeFi beginners, total crypto natives, accredited investors, and of course, just regular film fans who want to support movies they believe in.
Okay, let's zoom out for a second and think about the really big picture here. What does a model like this actually mean for the future of film and for storytelling itself?
You see, the ultimate goal here is actually way bigger than just one platform or a few movies. It's about using the power of storytelling to bring Web3 to the masses. It's about bridging that gap between mainstream culture and the blockchain by giving people a real, tangible way to own a piece of the art they love.
And all this brings us back to our final, kind of provocative question, a phrase that actually comes from the project's own founders. They've talked about building a filmmaker cult, a passionate, super tight-knit community that's all in on a new way of creating. So could a group like that, armed with these new decentralized tools, really be the ones to build the future of cinema? Well, that's a story that's still being written.